Welcome to the 8th Android application development tutorial. My name is Robin, and the objective of this video is to add music to the splash screen activity with the use of a media player variable on our splash class. So I've got my splash class loaded here, but before I touch that I just need to go into my workspace folder on my computer. Need to find the project folder, which is tutorials for mine. In the resources folder, go into the raw folder, and if you haven't set one up, it's just easy just to add a new folder called raw. And I'm just going to paste in my music file that I want, and it should be an MP3 file with all in lowercase, just so there's no errors on Eclipse. And then if we go back to Eclipse now, go to Project and Clean, and we should be able to now see in our resources folder, in the raw folder, there's our music file that we want. So that's all sorted. And the next thing we need to do is begin working on the Splash class. Now we have two classes for music. We got the sound pool, which is used for small music clips about 1 to 2 seconds long, and we have the media player class, which is used for background music for games, and it has a much longer duration. So our splash screen is going to last for 5 seconds, so we're going to use the media player class. So in the onCreate method, we're going to use the media player class here, and we're going to create a new variable, a media player variable called our sound, and media player dot create. Now the context is going to be this splash class, and we just need to reference our music file, so it's r.raw because it's a raw folder, and we should have the music file in there. And then to get the song to start, we simply need to say our sound dot start, and there we go. Now the issue with this is that the music now will stay even after the splash screen is no longer visible, but we do not want this. So the first thing we need to do is to create a global variable for the media player variable. So if we go to the top of the class, media player, our sound. So there's our global variable for the media player class. So can be using different methods below. So if we delete the local variable in this onCreate method, now you can see it's all global variables used now in the different methods below, and we need to now make use of the onPause method. So if we go to source, override implement methods, and find the onPause method, and there it is. And the onPause method will be called when a splash activity is no longer visible. And there we go. And I'll just place it down here. So when the splash screen is no longer visible, we're going to release, or we want the music to stop, so we're going to say our sound dot release. There we go. And then we're also going to use another method called finish, and this destroys the activity once it has been used, and then the only way it can be created again is when the application is relaunched. So in this case, just put in method finish. I'll just explain what's going on here now. So we set up the global variable at the top of the class. Then in the onCreate method, we've created the media player object and referenced the music file that we want to start. But then once the splash screen is no longer visible, it's going to call the onPause method. We're going to release the music or stop the music from playing, and finish, we're going to destroy the splash screen activity, so then it will only appear once we relaunch the application. And now if we can test this on our emulator. And then hopefully, so we've added the music to our splash screen with the use of the media player variable on our splash class, and hopefully the splash screen should appear for 5 seconds with the music and then open up the main activity. So it's just installing now. Then once it's installed, I'll be able to click this launch icon. And there we go. And the main activity should have launched here. Sometimes there's some errors with the emulator, so if we just relaunch that. There's the music and the splash screen, and there we go. And there's the main activity.